We hear a lot about psychedelic-assisted therapy, but 3 out of 4 people who choose to consume psychedelics do so at home or in nature with friends or loved ones. I'm April, founder of Set, an integration platform to help you get the most out of your psychedelic experiences. The podcast episode you're about to listen to may reference one of my previous shows, The High Guide or How to Do the Pot, because I've been a trusted source in cannabis and psychedelics since 2015. I invite you to visit getsetset.com and sign up for our newsletter to receive your free guide on set and setting to make the most of your next psychedelic journey. This podcast discusses cannabis and is intended for audiences 21 and over.
I like edibles. They are definitely a different high than smoking. It's a different process in your body. It's your liver that metabolizes the cannabinoids, and because of that, it feels different. It's more of a body high, lasts longer. For people who take pharmaceutical prescriptions, it's kind of like rapid release versus time release, and edibles is more of like a time release.
With the wildfires brought on by the climate crisis, almost the entire West Coast is dealing with terrible air quality. We can't go outside, and air purifiers are the new home accessory. Considering the stress of our current day-to-day, it's no surprise that legal weed sales are higher than ever, as are we. We all just want to feel better, right? But without making ourselves more susceptible to getting sick, so smoking and vaping, they invoke more guilt and less pleasure. Many of us are living under a cloud of smoke after all, and so we're turning to edibles. So many of us, in fact, that edibles are selling at 2 times the normal average rate. You just heard from Vanessa Lavorato, a cannabis chef and co-host of Vice's weed cooking show, Bon Appetit. You may remember Vanessa from episode 10 of How to Do the Pot, the edibles list. Have a listen to hear more from her on properly dosing with edibles. Even women who work in weed had to get back on the horse, so to speak, after a bad edibles experience. So if you too find yourself scared to give it another go, you're in good company. Take your time. You've got plenty of that, eh? Experiment to find out what works best for you. We're all different, and one size fits all does not apply to edibles at all.
My name is Jennifer Saw. People call me Jen, and I am the brand manager at Kiva. I initially was not into edibles. I just am so sensitive to them, but now people are coming out with, really great microdosing edibles in the market where you don't have to eat an entire cookie. You can have a little mint, or you can have a sublingual, a tincture, and you can somehow now incorporate cannabis into your life. And I think that's the next big push is, how to microdose cannabis.
Have questions about microdosing? Check out episode 20 of How to Do the Pot for more.
Hi, my name is Raeven Duckett. I am a founder of Community Gardens. Edibles are something that I try now. I used to be very scared of them. I used to be like, oh my God, I can't take an edible because I'm going to be laying on the floor somewhere, really paranoid. And it's not like that anymore. There's some really good dosed edibles, some edibles that have some CBD in them, which help bring down your high and things like that. And so kind of through learning and through trying, I've been able to find the edibles I like.
So given that there's no shortage of bad edible stories, we're here to help you or someone you know with 5 practical tips to have the best possible edibles outcome. Today's High 5, our guide to help you enjoy eating the pot. Number 1, most adult use legal states mandate a 10 milligram maximum serving size or dosage. This can be further broken down into 2.5 milligrams or 5 milligram doses. Read the label, and before leaving the store, confirm with your bud tender the exact serving size for the product or products that you've purchased. Number 2, consuming an edible with fatty lipids, which is a high-fat meal or high-fat carrier oil, will maximize the effects and duration of THC. Number 3, what type of edible you consume will determine how quickly you feel its effects. Fully ingesting an edible like a gummy or a hard candy means it must be processed through your liver, and that extends the onset of effects to 1 to 2 hours. If you let a gummy or hard candy dissolve in your mouth, cannabinoids such as THC and CBD are absorbed sublingually. Sublingual administration is absorbed quickly into your bloodstream through the cells of the soft tissue in your mouth. You should feel the effects in 15 to 20 minutes. Number 4, every time you take a dose of an edible, set a timer for 1 to 2 hours. Edibles are notorious for creep, which means you will lose track of time. If you're fatigued, dehydrated, and or know yourself to have a faster metabolism, expect a faster onset. Number 5, the ratio of CBD to THC. Remember, CBD is the first number, the number to the left of the colon, and THC is the number to the right of the colon. C comes before T. The ratio of CBD to THC in an edible has an impact on its effects. The more CBD there is in a product, the more mellow the high will be. CBD actually helps bring you back down to earth if you've had too much THC. So look for high ratios of CBD if you're looking to avoid a more intoxicating experience. And of course, 3 strains to stimulate your appetite. Silver Haze melts stress and mild aches, increases your stamina, creativity, and appetite. Downside includes dry mouth and eyes, so have eye drops and gum handy. Skunk number 1 invites a creative, heady buzz, reduces stress and nausea, increases your appetite, and muscle response. Love Potion number 1 induces a soaring high feeling, stimulates creativity and appetite, and has post-high lasting effects on your mood. Now, this could be a mellow harsher. Do not confuse Love Potion number 1 with Love Potion number 9, which has much more sedating effects.